The online course model isn't dead. But if you're selling information as your main offer, that's becoming really hard. Because here's the thing, if you're building your business around the low ticket course, it's gonna become harder and harder every year. Mainly because information is free now. You can learn on YouTube, you can ask ChatGPT, you can basically learn almost anything for free. So if your product is just information, you're competing with free. And free will always win. I realized this when I was in a call with my client. And he said that 90% of the people buying his course are not completing it. And it's not because the course is bad, it actually has some very useful information. It has a clear structure and it's easy to follow. But 90% of people didn't finish. And it made me realize that most people don't struggle with access to information. They usually struggle with implementing that information. So they buy the course when they are motivated, and when it gets hard or uncomfortable, they stop. Because a passive course doesn't force change, because you always have that in the back of your mind that I can just continue the course at a later time. And usually most people never do. So what do most business creators do when they face these problems? They try to fix it by getting more traffic, lowering the price, more launches, and just heavily depend on more volume. And volume gets harder every year because everyone is selling information. Because here's the thing, the old course model was very simple: record the lessons, put a price on it, and drive traffic. And that's it. But the market has shifted. Information is everywhere now, but transformation is what's missing. People don't pay for lessons. They pay for results, they pay for accountability, they pay for feedback, they pay for someone to tell them what to do next. And that's why coaching works, that's why cohorts, group programs, software, all of these work because they provide that. Because all of these things help people implement. And here's a mistake that I see people do all the time: they build a course, they spend months editing it, organizing the modules, they put a price on it, and then try to sell it. But instead, if you do this, if you just flip it, so you sell the transformation first, and then add in that course as a support for the implementation. So talk to your audience, find out what they're actually struggling with. You can do it even in a live cohort, and then build a course around those problems, fixing those problems. Because that way the course becomes just a support, not the actual product. So think of it this way: your course should be the reference, but the actual product is the outcome. In fact, you can take most of your course materials, put it on YouTube for free, use it to build trust, and use it to reach the right audience, and then sell the access to you, the implementation, the feedback. And that's how you go from selling information to selling results. So if you're thinking about starting a course, don't start with what videos should I make. Start with what transformation am I responsible for, and then build around that. And if you want to see how YouTube fits into this model and how to stop guessing which videos to make next, watch this video here and I'll see you there.